Congratulations. How did that piece of work come about?
Just a series of images that I really liked, and basically there was no storyline or anything, just really fucked up images about just people, things that people get up to, things that we don't see every day, or people that we see on the street fucked up in the gutters or wherever they are and stuff, and things that we don't really know that happens. And that's so series of images that I really liked, and there was loads of images that didn't end up in the film, and once I had the images, it was just like, well, let's just try and knit them together with some type of storyline, if you like to say. Some might say there isn't a storyline, but it's whatever you come up with, really.
So have you made films? Have you made several films before?
No, this is only my second short film. And I showed my last short film last December here, and now it's completely different from this one that we just showed.
And how did you get into it? Filmmaking?
I'm an actor originally. Like last year when I came as well, I said like I'm an actor originally. Worked for years as an actor, then lived down south. Started doing loads of art department, building sets, making shit and stuff, and getting jobs through doing art directing or assistant art directing, and then basically didn't have money to go to film school or anything, so just try and learn the craft by just going on sets and just seeing what happens. I'm basically watching a lot of film, watching shitloads of cinema.
That's often the way to do it.
Just watching loads of cinema.
Okay, anyone got any questions?
What inspired you with the look of the film? You know, the grittiness. What inspires you as a filmmaker?
I'm inspired a lot by a lot of European cinema and independent American cinema, like European Gaspar Noé, you know, things like that. America, Harmony Korine, Gummo. Gummo's my favourite film. It's like there's a couple of things in there, like the bat scene and stuff. So they're my little things to Gummo because it's an amazing film. And then Gaspar Noé, Lars von Trier, all that just. You know, that type of stuff, just really decent European cinema stuff. Let images tell the story. It's fine to put dialogue in there and let the dialogue help tell the story, but just let images tell the story, let people make up their own mind.
I think, at the end, when he uses his hand, the finger, and he smokes, and then if you stare at him and he smokes again, you don't need any story to that, because you know exactly, without saying any words, you know exactly what he's going through, just the way he is,
you know
the way he's thinking about it. And that's, really powerful. That's fact. I like the way he's really, you know, like using someone else's house as well, I'm assuming. So that's a bit of laugh.
Yeah.
You can just tell by the way he smelt the clothes. Yeah. Like I'm smelling someone that I'll never be.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm drinking something.
You over there, Jonas?
I like we're chock full of really nice images. That the blender scene.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That. Kino.
We've all wanted to do
that.
Yeah. We've got an angle.
Well, the one that
I've never thought that before.
Stuck to his head was the pins on the bed. Like now, the lad who played that, like someone might think that would hurt lying on those pins, but bed and nails don't actually hurt. No, when he's been on one. What do you think you could have persuaded him to lie back on the pin?
Dave probably would. He'd probably do anything I asked him to do. He's one of my best mates, so he probably would do. But I got the pins because I did that when I was a kid to my mum and dad. I'd been shouted at one night, so I stuck in and put the sheet back and threw loads of pins in there.
Gentleman at the back.
Hi.
Can you speak up a bit?
Yeah, you said before that you wanted to represent a lot of the things that we don't see every day, the bad things that go on.
Yeah.
How did you research those or come across those stories?
I didn't research them per se. I didn't like go out there and hang around with loads of drug addicts, smackheads or whatever you want to, you know, with people. I didn't go and hang about. But I think in the society that we're in now, we have a lot of knowledge of the way people are as well. And we've all got a friend or a friend who's related to someone, or a cousin, or I've got a cousin who's a smackhead who's got no teeth in his head. You know what I mean? He robbed my nan's video and all that when we were kids. He broke into my nan's house. So people go to certain depths and do certain things. And so I just got a little bit creative with it as well. And who's not to say that shit as well?
I think we know it, but I think we know it, but just choose to ignore it sometimes. Yeah. We all know it, but it's just tend to keep it under the carpet. It's easier to ignore it all.
The finger thing was quite interesting because Years ago, one of my mates was doing, he was working with drug addicts, he was working with a drugs counsellor, and he told me about in London, sometime around either, I think it was either the late 70s or the early 80s, there was spates of people, heroin addicts, like selling organs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Selling organs, so like him selling his limb. Do you know what I mean? I could really, I thought, yeah, that's nice, that, because I said, what, selling organs? And he went, yeah. He said, yeah, 15 grand.
If you can think of it, if you can think of, the gutter outside, you can go online, you can find somebody who go outside and lift the gutter outside and get off on it. You know, if you can think of it nowadays, you can find people who...
Bum wars, bum fights.
Question there.
It's very question, it's sort of a statement. I think it's a beautiful film, and mainly because it's almost like the despondency of his situation, but it's almost also he's resigned himself to the knowledge that that's actually his life. And
that's it, that's all he's...
and that's all he's going to be involved with. And that's why I think it's incredible, because it's not trying to say there's another life out there or he should change his life or whatever, it's just the kind of despondency of that situation.
Yeah, that's cool. It's just for, whatever you get out of it, you find that the character feels like that. That's how you feel that the character feels. Other people come up with different ideas about how the character's ended up at the point that he's at. So it's just like, it's a bit rude of me to leave it to the audience, to like, you come up with your own ideas. It's a bit cheeky to let the audience do that, but I think sometimes you can get away with that.
So have you put this, is this the first screening of it tonight, or have you shown
No,
it
it's
elsewhere?
played the Isle of Wight Film Festival. It's played Northern Nights Film Festival down in London, and I've put it into like a ridiculous amount of festivals and had a ridiculous amount of knockbacks.
And did you put your first one into the festivals as well?
Yeah.
How did that do?
Didn't get shown anywhere.
Really?
I didn't expect it to though.
So
It's just a learning progress each time, getting better, trying to expand, trying to learn the skill.
So have you got any projects in hand?
Yeah, I've got 2 projects at the moment. I've got a short film called Adam, which is about a lad that keeps his mum and his daughter in the basement and just abuses them. And then, yeah, he was smiling at that.
Well, he was smiling as well. I was looking at him.
And then there's a documentary that I'm producing at the moment as well, with a good friend of mine who's with me tonight, who's directing it, which is based around the Southport Sockmen. So if anybody's heard of them or knows anything about it, I don't know whether they just come and speak to us afterwards and knows anything about it. It's a documentary that we're producing. Very bizarre and weird.
What are the Sockmen?
Look it up online. we could proper go into it, but look it up online, Salford Sockmen. You'll find a lot about it.
I've got a good idea what it could be.
Yeah, just have a nose. It's bizarre. You see Leonard, so it's long.
Any more questions? We shall finish, but I'm sure Ged will be happy to talk to you. Thanks very much.